Welcome back to Dating Greek. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Kathy.
And we are two single Greek sisters who are so excited to share our finale event with you tonight.
We brought together 16 Greek Americans from across the United States to find love sight unseen.
If you've been following along, you've watched our couples go on 3 blind phone call dates.
Tonight, they will finally see each other face to face on Zoom dates.
Our couples got real tonight, with questions aimed at deepening the conversation
and hopefully the connection.
But will the chemistry still be there when they see each other face to face?
Does Alex really look like a host from HGTV?
Will Athena approve of Carrie's match?
Who's Athena?
Athena is Carrie's cat. You know the date's going well when you're getting introduced to the pets.
Apparently, you need the parents and the pet's blessing.
True, but you know we have our own choices.
Right. My money is on the lumberjack and the typewriter duo.
I want to know if Andreas is going to choose Alexis or his childhood best friend, the bird.
Will George get his dates straight tonight?
And will we ever find out who James L. is engaged to?
Stay tuned for all that and more.
Hey, Lizzie.
Hey, it's nice to finally see your face. And
I know, isn't it it's kind of crazy we haven't met in seen each other. It's kind of a wild experience.
I know. How's your day been?
Persepolis came in the mail today. I forgot to say that. Yeah, it's come in the mail. It is at my house in Chicago, so I'll get it by the weekend.
That is so
I'm very excited.
I have mine right here, actually. I have a mess. I'm a mess right now, but here it is. It's so good.
Nice.
I highlighted through. It's so
cool.
good. So how have your priorities changed over time?
Ooh, good question. So I remember being in the dining hall when I went to college and somebody was like, if you just stay on the path you're supposed to stay on, there's a pretty strong trend from my university to go to consulting or finance and I think there's a lot of emphasis on money. They're like, you'll be a millionaire by the time you're 30. I have no idea if that's true. It's probably not. But as a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 18-year-old, I was like, oh, that's awesome. And I think now if you were to ask me, what are your goals by 30, that would not be on the list, nowhere near it. It would be things like, I want to take the train from Moscow to Beijing. It's I'd like to run a marathon, weird things like that. And I feel like that's just represented a general shift in my mindset from being maybe a little bit more focused on material success, or sort of the way that I think society traditionally defines success. I guess the way I would put it is I'd rather be the most interesting person in the world than the most successful person in the world.
I love that you said savoring experiences. I wrote that in quotes. I think that's such a great way to go about living life. Definitely for me, I think I'm more now concerned about graduating and getting set up in my career. It's so close that that's all I really think about these days.
Totally.
I just really want to build a life for myself and just be the best that I can and just make my parents proud, because they're the most important people in my life. I owe it to them to do the best that I can.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
My answer's a lot shorter than yours.
No, it's okay. That's probably a sign. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably a sign that I'm a rambler. It's not your fault.
We talked about our priorities and how they've changed over time, how not material success and happiness is more of what he's looking for, and savoring experiences. I think that was a really beautiful thing. If you had one wish and you couldn't spend it on yourself, what would you spend it on?
Oh, that's so good. I feel the cliche answer, and I would actually mean it, is save the world. What I would do is make education accessible to everybody in the world, high quality education.
Oh,
yeah, I'm glad.
Oh.
I am a big believer that education is the ultimate equalizer. And I don't think education is readily available to a lot of people, especially a high quality education. If we're doing more personal things, I'd probably wish my yaya passed away early in my life. She was kind of like a second mom the way that we were raised. And so I think for me, that would be great because I would have gotten to know her better. I think she would have been excited about kind of who I am and who I've become. But then I also think for my mom, that would be really great because she would have had more time with her mom too. My mom's parents were definitely very proud of her, but I think they'd be really proud of her just that she's pursued her dream. She's a phenomenal teacher. She's doing a great job.
I love that you said that, to make education accessible for all people. I truly, I'm a believer that knowledge is power, and with, education, you can do anything. That was really beautiful. And then, of course, to spend more time with your which is, so important.
I think even just having to met any of your grandparents is really great. Obviously, the more the better, but even just to still have your yaya, she gets to see you as an adult, which I'm sure she loves. So that's really great.
It was so funny. She called me today, and because she knows my lunch hour at work.
Yeah.
And I didn't answer because my lunch got pushed back. And then I called her back. She goes, "What are you doing? I called you. You're supposed to be on lunch."
Aww.
And I was like, yeah, my lunchtime doesn't stay the same. She goes, "Okay, don't go out of the house. COVID's getting bad." I'm like,
Oh,
Okay.
that's so cute.
What does the word love mean to you?
Yeah, that's a good one. I saw that and I was like, ooh, that's like a pretty deep question.
That's a deep, deep one.
I think when you genuinely care about someone and when you love someone, you put their interest ahead of yours. Like you sacrifice your own happiness or your own comfort for that person. And I think the hope is that they do the same for you. And like that's what makes a strong love connection is like you're both putting the other one first. So you really don't have to watch out for yourself because you have someone else watching out for
Mhm.
you. Do you think that people are inherently good or inherently bad?
For me, it's going to go back to like religion. I believe that we're all made in the image and likeness of God. So I do believe that all people are good. I don't believe that somebody's born evil. So yeah, that's my answer.
Ah, good answer. I tend to be like very trusting. So my like natural disposition whenever I meet someone is like, oh, they're a good person. And until it proves me wrong, I'm going to stick to it.
I like it.
Trying to think if I have any other last questions. These are way more deep than I would be asking someone that I've like known for an hour and a half.
So I just finished date 1 with James L. on night 4. Our date ended. It ended so early. We were like, he was mid-sentence and and it just ended the conversation. He just said, no, that it wasn't me that hung up. That was the sisters.
I just finished the final date with Lizzie, and it was really great. It was great to talk and kind of learn more about her. Of course, to see each other too and kind of feel like we actually know each other versus two people just talking on the phone.
He's tall. He's 6'3". I'm 5 feet. That's awesome.
I will say, compared to our other nights, this one felt maybe a little bit less natural. I felt like we were almost just ticking through question, 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 question. There was less of the conversation and the fun banter that we had in some of our other dates where we talked about coffee and we talked about dogs and we talked about the book. I'm kind of curious to see how my second date tonight compares in that regard, to see if it was more of an us thing.
I think that it's really cool to like be able to talk to somebody who has the same faith as me and delve deep into those conversations.
Love talking to her, hearing those different stories. And all in all, like I thought that was great. It's really neat to just learn more about someone.
I mean, it was really good, and I'm looking forward to talking to him in the future.
I'm kind of excited to see the next date. I had a great first date.
Alexis!
Yes, how are you?
I am thriving now that I see you. You're beautiful.
Thank you. You are so sweet. I was so excited to talk to you. I poured a glass of wine in your honor.
Oh my God. Thirsty Thursday. Look at you. I wish I was as smart as you and I had some whiskey in my hand right now.
Oh my gosh. I love that you are prepared with a name for every single day of the week.
It's one of my special talents. I don't know how useful it is, but I think it's pretty great.
It's so thrilling to finally see you.
I know, same. I've been super excited about this all day. In fact, yay to us.
Oh my God, shut up. Oh my gosh, that's way better than the glass of wine. Come on.
I was like, this is like my cheersing. Instead of having a drink, I'm just going to do a party popper.
Good. Oh, I love it. Did you casually have a party popper or did you go out and get one?
No, 100% have bags of these. Like, you give me an occasion, you give me a celebration, I'm ready. Like, emergency party popper, let's go.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I love that so much.
For you personally, like, what are you looking for in a relationship?
For me, knowing the way I take my coffee or my favorite dipping sauce, like those things like speak volumes to me. Yeah, like that speaks volumes to me. And obviously, like I need somebody who is honest and reliable and trustworthy.
I absolutely love that. Definitely think that's a very good answer.
What about for you?
For me, okay, good one. I would definitely say in a relationship, I need somebody very supportive. Like they have a good vibe essentially.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like somebody that can like match my energy, that's like not afraid to be goofy, but like will be like, hey, like put me in my place sometimes. Like that's definitely something I want. So like being able to grow, but also being able to be myself 100% of the time with like a nice, like fun, like goofy person.
I'm going to be really honest and candid when I say this.
Please do.
Something that I did say in my like reaction video yesterday was that I feel like we have such a good vibe and that I am like such a goofy person. And I feel like we can vibe off of that with one another. And that like, I don't feel like I'm being so obnoxious when I'm talking about those goofy things. So I would definitely retweet your answer. Throw in, I know you love to retweet.
100%. That's like that's one of my key dopey phrases. So get ready for it. Love that. I was going to say, check, and check.
So many gold stars. We love to see it.
Absolutely.
This 10-minute Chat is so rude.
I was literally about to say that. I was like, now I feel pressured. I want to keep talking to you. Like, this is bullcrap.
Yeah, we don't need permission after tonight. So
that is very true. I forgot about that. Good call. So very exciting.
Okay, now this one is a little bit more serious, but I am very curious to see. How would your parents describe you and how would your friends describe you?
Okay, yeah, like night and day. I mean, kind of similar, actually. My parents, they would describe me as basically a gentleman. Like, the qualities of a gentleman, like, I would have those. Very well-mannered, but, like, a very smart, like, good kid. The one that you want to bring to your parents. So, essentially, that's the case. My friends, they would describe me as, like, for lack of a better word, like a crackhead. Like, super energetic, super crazy, super goofy. Like, will literally do anything. Like, normal people are like, ooh, you should stop. And, like, Andreas is, like, halfway off the cliff, like, just ready to do it. Like, I'm the friend that's like, oh, if your friend jumped off a bridge, would you do it? And it's like, Andreas just did that. I'm joining him.
Good, okay. A mix of both. You've got to have the best of both worlds in there.
I was about to say, as Hannah Montana once said, it's the best of both worlds for me.
Yes, exactly.
What about you? I'm curious.
I think my parents would describe me as kind, organized, wholesome, like a sweet Greek girl. You know, like I think
And
that's
the movie.
yeah, like that's where we're going. My friends would describe me as like the fun one, the advice giver, the party starter,
Love that.
the one who's just like always down for a good time.
I was gonna say, wow, like, perfect match? ?
Really? Big question mark.
I was gonna say, I love it. Like, literally, like any event, any party. I was gonna say, if we're not starting it, it's not lit. So, I mean, what can you do at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
I've just really thrived off of our vibe. I feel like we
100%.
are without a doubt the funnest people on this show.
Facts.
I think that we're like the funnest combo to ever come out of like any reality show, whatever you want to call this, we're ready to thrive.
Like, I can't wait for the reunion show, just like for all the girls and all the guys to be like, damn, they were having that much fun. Like, I thought our conversation was good, and these two are over here upbeat as hell.
Okay, I felt like in some of the like girl Zooms after, people would talk about like all the serious things they talked about, and I was like, oh, I was over here talking about like chicken strips, reality TV, like I was having the time of my life. In the Zoom calls after with the girls, like everyone would talk about such serious stuff that they talked about, but I had the best time talking with Andreas about more fun topics, and that's just such my vibe.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, serious stuff, like, absolutely necessary, but, like, you know, it's a better conversation with somebody where they're like, yeah, so, like, he talked about, like, his life story, and then it's over here, it's kind of like, I taught my guy how to do buffalo and ranch's dipping sauce mixed, and he thrived, so who really won this contest? The best word I can really think of right now to describe that was lit.
We just vibe and have such a good time together.
I mean, our dates, like, they're always, like, so much fun and on point. Even when we talk about serious stuff, we have a good time.
I am just thrilled that I found someone else who is on the same page, because I think sometimes people don't think that that's realistic, but really, the vibes are fun. He's really great.
That girl, she's just, like, something else. She's amazing.
Definitely my number one.
A downside is I'm still not over the fact that she doesn't like birds, but I'm hoping that I can just, like, teach her to like them.
Every night he's been at the top of my list, and still again tonight he takes the cake. He's so fun, so cute, so easy to talk to and be around.
I mean, like, there's just so many good qualities about her. It's definitely going to be a tough situation.
So Andreas and Alexis dubbed themselves the funnest people on the show.
I mean, he brought a party popper to their date.
Apparently, he has a whole bag of them ready to go.
Maybe he'll bust one out during tonight's post-finale Instagram Live.
We promise we won't cancel on you guys again.
Hey, gotta keep them wanting more, right?
That's how our cast felt when we cut off their dates.
James L. seemed pretty excited for his next one, though.
James L. and Lizzie were super cute, but not sure I saw the spark.
They did get into some really deep conversation, though.
While Alexis and Andreas thrived off of chicken strips and being the next reality stars.
I would expect nothing less.
They bring all the good vibes and gold stars.
Love that. They're the ones to really start the party.
Just can't bring a bird along.
Nope. Andreas, what's it gonna be? True love or a bird?
Hey,
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm so excited.
Yo, me too. You look gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I have a special guest I want you to meet. Dog, Max.
Oh my gosh. So cute. Hi, Max.
The date started off on just such a high note. His cute ass dog jumped up on his bed, and I got to get a little sneak peek of his dog. It was like just nice to see him, see a little glimpse of his life, see his precious, precious dog. And then we just jumped right into conversation.
What makes you most uncomfortable?
Oh, this is hard. I tried not to think of answers before. And do you have an idea of yours?
Yeah, I can go first. I'll be the exception, the ladies first. I think what really makes me uncomfortable is like when I'm with someone, I'm associated with and really close, and they do something really, really embarrassing. Maybe even like they do something wrong and like I'm associated with them, and I just hate dealing with the drama and stuff.
No, that's valid. Like attention brought on you and you didn't even bring it on yourself.
See, you complete my own sentences. There you go. I'm not all great at like putting what's in my mind into words, but that's exactly what it is.
All of our answers were always like, wow, you kind of like read my mind and you kind of just get me.
Something that makes me uncomfortable is that like in this social media like age, people will literally like start talking by just like texting. And I think that that's so not organic and it makes me really uncomfortable. Like this experience, we're talking on the phone, we're using our words, like we don't have an hour to think about our response.
Yeah.
Like talking over text or DMs, like in like a relationship just like makes me so uncomfortable.
That's very true. And like the point you made as well, some people can have all the time in the world to type one sentence. And when we're talking, this is who we are, we're not hiding anything.
What's one thing about the future that scares you?
What has me scared is like not having, a family. I don't give a shit about anything like that, any title, any of that. None of that really matters to me. The thing that's by far the most important thing and why I'm here, not only like, for my faith, but to have a family, to have a beautiful wife and kids, and to raise them into the best human beings I can. So the fear of not having that family that I'm doing all this for.
I would agree with you that a family is something that I see as like almost like a non-negotiable. Like I definitely want that for my life at least.
Yeah, that's man, that was a deep question, huh?
Yeah, definitely deep. Yeah.
Something I like about these deep questions is that, we already know we can laugh and have fun, but, I don't care if you're the biggest comedian in the world, you can make anybody laugh. Like you're going to have some, deep moments and down moments because that's life. You want to be around someone who can have all the conversations. How would your perfect partner treat you?
I haven't been in a relationship, so I like to think of like what I ideally want. A partner that treats me with thoughtfulness. Like I love to like be at the forefront of like someone's mind. Being an afterthought is just something that no one wants to be. So like them like at the store thinking like, oh, they would like love flowers. Like, and that's how I would love to be treated at the core of everything.
That would be horrible to love someone and then have that feeling that you're not the forefront of their thoughts.
At the core, you got to have that person that you love and like you want to think of at the end of the day and want to be with.
Before I like had my first girlfriend, I could answer it, give you an answer that I thought would never change because there were certain things that I thought a lot of people just did or things that they wouldn't do, like cheating and stuff like that. So I didn't really think too much about that. I didn't think that people would do things like that or betray you. I've been through a couple like pretty painful relationships. By going through that, it was painful, but I learned a lot. And I feel like it helps me know more exactly what I want and what red flags look like, because I've always tried to trust in the other person. Because what's a relationship if you don't have trust? My perfect partner would give me no reason to go to sleep at night thinking that she's being unfaithful. That is probably one of the most important things for me right now.
Ideas of like how a perfect partner treats you shifted from life experiences. And I think that's how life goes. Now you know what you want and how a perfect partner treats you.
And that's a wrap. Dating Greek. Last date is over. You've been good to me, Dating Greek.
I just got done with my date with Maeve and God, she did not make it any easier.
I just had my last date with Channing. and it went really well.
Both her and Carrie are literally awesome, and I would go on a date with both of them.
I really enjoy our conversations, and I am really hoping that we just continue to talk and continue to get to know each other.
So I think it's going to come down to the classic rock, paper, scissors versus me, myself, and I.
I really just hope I get to continue to get to know him and get to talk to him, because that was really nice.
Hello.
Hi. It's so good to finally see your face.
I know. It's nice to see your face as well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I've just been looking forward to this, and we're here now, and I'm excited.
Yeah, good.
I love the wall hanging behind you. That's awesome.
Thanks. This is me like pretending I'm in Greece like every day.
Right? Yeah, exactly. The dream.
I think it's like one thing to talk on the phone, but like another thing to like actually see each other.
It's good though, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. I have been told though, like I don't have the best reaction. So I think the phone calls were like really good in the beginning. Sometimes like I don't seem like excited, but like I am excited.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah. If you had one wish and you couldn't spend it on yourself, what would it be?
Oh, gosh. So many choices. I'll say this. I wish my church, my local parish, could build a new sanctuary. They've been trying to raise the money for it since before I moved away from Raleigh in 2011, and we still haven't built it in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a small scale, I would wish for them to get that done.
Okay, that's fair. That's like almost 10 years.
Yeah. When's the last time you cried?
Like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was like 2 days ago. Won't get into it, but
okay.
I'd say I've definitely become like a crier. Yeah, sometimes you just need to let it out, you know?
No, you really do. Like I'm the same way. Sometimes you do just need to have a good cry. I'm pretty sure I have sometime in the last week as well. So.
Okay.
That's good. I always think that's interesting. Like, I don't know, how do you process your emotions?
Yeah, I definitely like process them. I might not like open up about them to other people like immediately, but like, yeah, like I'll just have a good cry. It seems like you are like in tune with your feelings and emotions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of always have been, and then I started going to therapy like maybe a year and a half ago. That helped a lot. I took a hiatus from dating for an extended period of time to like figure out my own shit. So I'm in like a good mental headspace as far as that goes. I feel very in tune with my emotions.
Good. I like that.
I feel like men are becoming more that way. We're evolving a little bit.
I feel like some are,
some,
but some are not.
Yeah, that's fair.
It really
that's
just
fair.
depends.
It's a mixed bag. What's something that makes you uncomfortable?
If I go somewhere where like I don't know anyone, that makes me uncomfortable. Going to a party where it's like I only like know the host and like no one else. That makes me uncomfortable.
I get that. I mean, shit, it can be hard. You have those insecurities about like, what if these people don't like me? I totally get that.
Well, do you have any dying questions for me?
Any dying questions? None that I can't ask you off the air as soon as we finish this wrap up. What are you doing for Christmas? Are you going back to visit your family?
Yeah, I'm going home. I'll be there for a couple weeks.
When are you leaving?
The 19th.
Okay.
Are you coming to Texas? When about?
I get there on the 17th.
Oh, should we potentially meet up?
Should we? I guess this is me asking you out. Would you want to go out when I'm in Texas?
Sure.
On a real date?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
say. There you go. You got the picture perfect moment on camera.
Exactly.
I am genuinely excited. Like I would really like to see you in person.
Good. That makes me happy.
Great.
Just met David via Zoom. He was cute. He did have facial hair, which I just had a hunch.
Just finished my fourth and final date with Angela. It was another really good talk. Very good to see her face. She's gorgeous.
It was really cute. He formally asked me out. So we will be meeting in person in just a few weeks here. That will be exciting.
Again, I feel like we vibed pretty well.
I don't know. Excited to see where this goes. Maybe a friend, maybe more. Not really sure right now. We'll let you guys know if we actually hang out, what that is like.
We agreed to go on an in-person date. Another dating Greek success story, possibly in the making. You'll see how it works out, I guess, later on. But I had another really good date with Angela that's going to probably lead to us meeting in person.
I just have one question for Angela.
What's that?
How does David laughing over Zoom compare to David laughing over the phone?
Compared to David laughing in real life?
This was our first couple to plan their first real life date while on the show.
Congratulations, you two.
But hey, can't forget about Channing and Maeve when Channing invited her to his beach house in Savannah.
Oh yeah, that was second date, right?
Yeah. One thing I've learned about the dating game, under promise and over deliver.
Words to live by.
But I really think Angela and David have a shot of making this date work.
Maybe he'll teach her how to two-step.
Or play Quidditch.
Now that's a date I would love to see.
I think we've watched enough dates to last us a lifetime. Time to go on a few of our own.
I told you, we have to get rid of that single Greek sisters thing.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. How are you?
Pretty good. Nice to finally see you.
You too.
I'm going to psych you out, and I'm going to jump into the second set.
All right.
These are really intense. I'm going to ask you, were you crazy in high school?
No.
You were the opposite.
I was like the most calm person, didn't really talk.
What do you think I was like in high school?
Felt like you would have been like a jock or something.
A jock. No, I'm definitely not a jock. The opposite.
That's so funny. I was like a nerd in high school.
Me too.
But it's fine. I love being a nerd. Embrace the nerdness.
Were you in like any sports or like clubs or anything?
There wasn't a lot of stuff that my school provided, but I played like Goya basketball with my church friends and like my cousins growing up, so that was always fun.
Right. So you were like basically like WNBA ready, huh?
I guess so. No, I was not good. I just did it for like the fun of it.
What did you think that I looked like by the sound of my voice? Clearly a jock, you said.
I did think that you.
So you thought I was a douchebag, is what you were saying.
No. I just like I don't know. I was thinking like HGTV because that's what you told me yesterday.
Okay,
so I'm sitting there with my friends and I'm like, the fuck does this guy
Property
look
Brothers.
like? I knew it.
Yes, Property Brothers.
My friend's here. Can I tell her to come in?
Sure,
and
bring her
see
on.
you? Okay.
All right, so listen here. She had another date tonight, but I called you on so that you can get, you can approve of us picking each other.
I made a decision. Do you think he looks like a Property Brother? She'll be honest. She doesn't lie.
No.
No?
Oh,
I don't think so.
but we were thinking Property Brothers, like we were talking about in the car.
Right direction.
Oh, she said she supports whatever decision I make.
Awesome.
We had like bets going here. So I think you look like the Property Brother.
Who was the other HGTV star that you would have guessed?
It's
It's like Chip and Joanne, like the guy, Chip.
Yes. It's your accent. That's what
Yes, sir.
throws you. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. From the first night that we spoke, hold on, I have a lot of notes here. I said he has a great Southern accent.
Even though I'm not really that Southern at all.
What? You're in Florida.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm not like I don't have a true Southern accent.
That's the South.
Oh.
New York is. Mm-mm. We talk like crazy. I'm serious. Like coffee, walk, dog, talk, like that. You just got the whole shebang. One question I have for you, but it's not from the list.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw you off a bit.
Oh no. You're good at that.
Yeah, I know. What is the most important thing in a relationship?
Ooh, can I say 2?
Sure.
Trust and honesty.
That was my answer.
We were both on the same page about honesty and trust in a relationship, which is really important to me.
So I will wear this. I can see now.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
I wear glasses too, but I'm also like really blind, so I can't see anything.
Yeah.
So my glasses are like super thick. So I just don't want to walk around with like thick glasses.
You know, it's funny. No wonder you did this, because it's not like you can see guys anyway when you're dating them.
That's a good one. That was a good one. If we had that date that I messed up on that night and I had to schedule a whole new one, I would bring you to the bakery to get
You think you messed up on that date? On the date plans?
horrible. Okay, you should have seen my reaction video. I was like, I screwed this all up. It's done. It's done.
You want to
Oh,
know
he's not-
what's funny? You were my number 1 that night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Also, I don't highlight my hair, if you were wondering. I like
I was wondering.
I had silver hair. I think, did I tell you?
No.
No. So like for a year I had dyed my hair silver, and like
cool.
for Halloween I dressed up as Danny Phantom, and
Cool.
yeah. So
That is so cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I had my silver hair like the whole year, but this is like the remainder of what was silver.
That is
So
so funny.
it's like completely
It's like frosted tips from the
Yeah,
90s.
I don't like it. You're gonna roast me about it now.
You're going for that JT look. It's fine.
You're gonna roast me about it from now on, but
Oh yeah.
in
It's
a
only
few
right.
haircuts it'll be gone.
What about you? How were your other dates?
They
Be
went
honest.
well. My other dates went well, you know.
Good.
I think, you know, by the time, you know, now, like, you know, it's because we have pretty good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm totally curious to see what guys picked you. You shouldn't tell me, but like, what other guy you had a date with tonight? Because now I can go back and be like, you know, the competition.
So I just had my date with Lizzie, and her friend even came in on it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of banter.
Not what I thought he was going to look like at all. He is so cute. I would really like to hang out with him more and just like get to know him.
I think we had great chemistry. I think I know who I'm going to pick.
Picking is going to be hard. Oh my God.
I definitely felt sparks there. Must have been his Florida Southern accent or his frosted tips. But do we agree or do we agree that Florida is not the South? Maybe Lizzie meant south of New York. But what about Alex trying to get the friend's blessing on the first date? May have worked out if he actually looked like one of the Property Brothers. I think my favorite part of that date was when Alex told Lizzie he chose her first on the night that she thought she screwed everything up. That man must love TJ Maxx candles. Or maybe he loves... Don't say it. Too soon. Okay, but can't you imagine those two house hunting as fake husband and wife? You are such a hopeless romantic. Let's get to the next couple.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Going. Glad to finally meet you.
You too. Happy last night of this.
Yeah, seriously. Happy night last night. Like I said, it's great to meet you finally.
You too. Did I look, I guess, how you expected, if you had an expectation?
You know, I didn't. I mean, you kind of build something in your mind, but like you can't really like come up with something. So I mean, I just kind of have like you have like a preconceived notion. So what about me?
I guess the same thing. I didn't really have any, I couldn't have had any pictures because I didn't have any clues. Like if you said something like, yeah, I'm a lumberjack because I'm, you know, super burly. Like if you gave kind of a hint or something like that, maybe. But
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you, and yeah, the week's gone by quickly.
It has been. It's been crazy just thinking about how like night one and then now we're here. And so it's just been so fun doing this. I guess we can tell each other our ages or something like that, or I guess.
Oh, yeah, I'm 24.
Okay, I'm 28.
Okay. Oh, nice. I
Thanks.
mean, I always tell my friends that come to me with, guy advice specifically. I always start off with, okay, how old is he? And then I say, with men, sometimes you have to subtract, like, the maturing,
Yes.
emotional maturing happens later. So I'm
Yes.
always like, date an older guy.
I know what you mean. Like, your girls are always like 2 years ahead of guys in maturity. For me, going out with girls has never really been like kind of like a huge issue. You seem really mature for 24 years old. I mean, you're saying you're like just the way you talk. I don't, of course, now seeing you, like, it kind of sounds like the way you hold yourself
Oh, thank you.
and like how you're telling me last night, like, I know what I want. It's like, that's awesome. Like, you don't hear a lot of that. Like, I'm kind of here for this. I'm kind of here for that. But like, no, like, I know what I want. So, and like, I'm the same way. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. So.
And how tall are you?
I'm about like 5'8", 5'9". So I'm like kind of like go between that, I guess. What about you?
All right. Well, I'm not. I shouldn't have asked you because I don't think I've even met a guy as short as me. I'm 5'3". So.
Okay. No, that's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
I guess I only ask because I'm like, I don't want to be taller, but then again, I don't, like I said, I don't think I know many men that are 5'3", 5'2" and a
Yeah,
half,
no.
5'3". So.
Yeah, no. So that's good. But yeah, no, I mean, I've never really had the then again, I've also never had like a height problem too. It's just kind of like I'm just always been like kind of like an average height. So I'm perfectly fine with how tall I am. So I got no problem with that.
Oh, you're perfect height.
Glad to hear
you're
that.
perfect height. Don't even worry about that.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Ooh, what does love mean? Like, you love your parents and you're there for them. Like, hey, like, can you help me do this? Yeah, of course I'll do that. Like, I love my friends, and if they need help, I will help them. If I can't, I will figure out a way to help them. So, what about you? What does love mean to you?
That answer was awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
That was like a perfect answer to that question in my books, at least.
Thank goodness.
Really, I mean, because you mentioned yesterday, I said, what is something that your friends would say about you, something good, and you said reliability. And even in your definition here, you kind of had those components of like support and reliability. And I think that that's honestly a great trait to have, truly.
I like helping people. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that a lot. I think love is patience. I think it's also two people growing at once together in the relationship and then individually. I think it means showing up when you say you're going to show up, calling when you say you're going to call, honoring your word. I think it's loyalty and trust. And ultimately, like when I think about it in one vision, I think of like coming home at the end of the day and setting your keys down and taking your shoes off and just knowing like that person is like home, that person's safe. They can just melt and they can just feel good where they are and because they trust that they're safe. Just got off my call with James B. I'm so impressed. He's super handsome, stellar conversation.
yeah, she's a pretty girl. I'm sure all these girls are pretty. Only seen one so far.
I got this sense of how reliable of a person he is.
Great talking with her. Great to finally meet her. I was really hoping I get to talk to her tonight, and luckily I did.
It sounds like when they do say like, hey, I'm going to be here to help you move, mom and dad, like he's actually going to be there with his tools and his toolbox and his truck.
Definitely enjoyed talking with her, and we'll see what happens.
That went differently than expected. Yeah, I only counted one mention of lumberjacks and no mention of typewriters. Sorry to all who are playing our Dating Greek finale drinking game. We really thought that would get at least a few shots. We learned their ages, their heights, and what love means to them. But I really wasn't feeling the love on this date. It did seem though that they had been building something on these previous dates. And, of all people, James B knows his way around a toolbox. The question is, does he still have the Allen wrench to her heart? I guess we'll have to wait and find out on that one.
Hello.
Hey, Elizabeth.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Doing good. How's your night going?
Pretty well so far. It's crazy this is almost over.
I know. It's flown by so fast, but definitely excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. What is one thing you are proud of?
I would say Probably graduating from college. I don't want to sound cocky, but it wasn't particularly difficult. Just that moment though of like getting my diploma, and I could like see exactly where they were sitting, and I like got my diploma and I held it up and I was waving, and I could just see like my parents, and my roommate, who's like one of my best friends, was sitting with them. It was just like such a great experience, and I was like proud that I did it, like happy that my parents were really proud, and it was just like a great experience that I felt was like for me, but also for my family.
You use an amazing school too, so you should be proud to getting it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me, what I'm most proud of, this might sound like a kind of a cop-out answer, but honestly, my Greek heritage, I'm really, really proud of that. I'm committed to being fluent in a language one day. I mean, I'm obsessed with the culture. Like, I cook pasticcio and spanakopita with my mom and yaya as much as I can. So that's one thing I'm proud of. If you were to cook something, what would be like your go-to?
Oh, probably something with pasta. I love pasta. It used to be something that I had to eat like all the time. I wouldn't say I'm a picky eater, but I really don't eat a lot of meat generally, which is kind of, I know, not like suited for a Greek household, but
Don't eat no meat.
I know, exactly. So, all right, you can cook. I do dishes. I like to clean up. That's like weirdly relaxing to me. So I'd say we'd make a good team. If we were like at my house having dinner with my family and you didn't like the food they cooked, what would you do?
Well, first of all, this would never happen, ever. I would love the food they cook, no matter what it is. My God, it's such a good question.
Right, because like Greeks are all about the food and how they make it from their region. Like everyone's different.
I would say this is very interesting. I can't say I've had this before. I'd probably ask for the recipe so I can go home and make it right myself.
I love that.
If you had a dog, I'd probably sneak it, down below.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is perfect response. I wanted to say that it has been so nice talking to you and getting to know you, and I've had such a great time speaking with you over these past few days. Yeah,
I love how much we have in common and talking about everything from family to baseball, and I hope we can at least keep in touch if you want.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe if you're up for it, we could do like another Zoom that's kind of off the record after the show's over.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I would love to talk more and just, in a little bit more of a casual, relaxed environment.
So I just had my final date with Elizabeth, and I know I'm supposed to save this for the overall video, but she's definitely my top choice.
I had a really nice time. It was really great talking to him.
She's someone I can literally talk about anything with.
The time absolutely flew by. Yeah, we were just like nonstop talking, and it was really nice.
I can totally see us, staying in touch, Zooming again.
I feel like I learn so much more about him every time we get off the phone, and I'm definitely very interested in continuing to learn more about him.
Definitely her.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. How's your night going?
Good. I feel like during this date, the dog that I'm dog sitting might freak out.
Aw.
I can show you him.
Yeah, let's see him. Aw.
He goes.
Oh, he's so precious.
He's very soft. He's pretty stinky, I won't lie. But I'm not giving him a bath. That's not my job.
Yeah, let's get started on these questions. You want to...
Let's do it. What is something you're insecure about or like to hide from the world?
Ooh, that's a deep one. I guess I'd say my shyness. I try not to be shy around people. I definitely was when I was a lot younger. And then I kind of started working out and kind of got better. I can still be shy, but I'm perfectly fine how I am. I kind of come to the conclusion, if you don't like me, then go kick rocks.
Yeah, I get that. I think it's normal to feel shy and insecure when you're younger too. I definitely was. It took so much for me to really come into my own. And I think kind of leaving home helped that a lot.
Yeah,
and
same.
I remember girls on my high school field hockey team, they really brought me out of my shell. Like before high school, I like hated doing Goya stuff. And then by senior year, I was Goya president.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
I mean, I wouldn't say I was necessarily in all of the basketball games. I still very much wanted to sit on the bench for those, but the experience like just got better with time. And I think shows that, you know, you're always growing, and that's really important.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
How would your perfect partner treat you?
Oh man, that's rough. Not rough. That's a tough question. Just be there for me. Like if I need help, if I had a bad day, just comfort me. I'm going to comfort you. I don't want to just be like kind of like a one-sided thing. Like it's equal. Like we're together in this. It's 50-50, or my mom likes to say 51-49. That's how I think love as well. Like just being there with someone like in a bad situation or comforting them is like that goes also with the word love mean to me as well. So
yeah, I mean the both combined great answers. I totally agree with you. I would say like someone who's like truly caring and considerate of your feelings, your situation, whatever it was, like the day you had, but then so taking like those things into account, and then also watching how they treat others too, and like making sure that they also treat other people with that same like kindness and compassion.
Yes.
I like definitely would be looking for like a partner that complements me in lifestyle and just like support. Yeah, like you want to find that true partner.
It's almost like a glove or like a puzzle piece. You fit with each other. You said you complement each other.
And then they have to give me back scratches.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That goes both ways. I scratch your back, you scratch my back, literally and figuratively.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, have a good one. Have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Right.
My last conversation of the evening was with James, and it was just kind of great and crazy how it's kind of like come full circle with him. He was my first conversation on night one, and it made me feel really comfortable with this whole experience. And then I just kept talking to him each night, which was always great. And then he was my last conversation on night 4. So we really have taken this whole journey together.
I mean, it was just such a great date. We talked a lot. She's very bubbly. She was just right off the bat, just laughing, joking.
You know, you can't like guarantee what the other person and he's just so nice. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Very cute girl. It was great to see her finally.
And finally seeing his face, I was like, oh yeah, of course. This makes sense. His voice fit what he looks like. So it was nice to just kind of like be able to finally get a picture of who I was been talking to all week.
Great girl. Very cute. Definitely liked our date.
I'm excited to hopefully continue talking to him.
I hate making these decisions. Both dates have been great. It's going to be tough making a decision on who's my number one.
We shall see what happens next.
I haven't heard of too many Greek guys in their 20s being so passionate about cooking. I'm getting hungry just thinking about all those dishes. Food really is a way to the heart. Cook for me and I'm forever yours. Unless it's meat. Right, no meat. I'm with Elizabeth on that one. But okay, how cute were James B. and Chrisanne getting vulnerable? They really did open up, and their views on love and the perfect partner seem super compatible. Night 4, what do you have left for us?
Elizabeth!
How are you?
I'm doing good. You look absolutely beautiful. A neutral color I see that you're wearing.
Yeah, thank you. You look very handsome yourself.
I appreciate it.
Wow. Were you like nervous for today?
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, a little bit, because it's like a good nervous. It's like, ooh, but I was more excited than anything because I was like, I can't wait to talk to her. So
yes,
here's to us.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome.
Thank you. I specifically prepped for that tonight, so really excited.
Very nice.
What does your ideal life look like?
Okay. I'm just gonna go for like everything that I have pictured. I would like to have a big family. I always say I would like 4 kids, and everyone thinks I'm crazy for it, but definitely more than one. I want to live somewhere warm, but still has seasons because I like seasons. I'd like to be able to go on vacation a lot and like take my family and kind of, we like grew up always trying to go somewhere for spring break or Christmas break. And I think memories like that are priceless. I'm much more, instead of like a gift, I would rather do an experience kind of like, I would rather go on a trip with someone or just like try something new together instead of just like getting something. Yeah, I think that covers it pretty
I was
much.
gonna say that's a pretty fulfilling life right there. I love that.
Yes. And then how about you for your ideal life?
Ooh, okay. For my ideal life, I would definitely say in terms of family life, I do want at least 2 kids. So like it'd be nice to have a big family. I essentially wanna not only just like make my parents proud, but more importantly, when I do have my family, I wanna like make them proud and have like a stable family. So I want like my wife to be taken care of. I want my kids to grow up with like everything that they want. That's one thing that like I love and respect about my parents is they made sure like we had everything we needed and wanted. And I want to like give back and do that for my kids.
If you get in a fight with your significant other, go to bed, maybe not feeling like you left things great, or stay up till who knows how long, just hashing it out and getting it all out there.
Definitely like hashing it out and getting it all out there. I do not think it is healthy, nor is it like smart to, like I said, to like a lot of problem just like simmer or like continue. It doesn't make sense to carry this to the next day. Like I want the next day to be positive. Having this linger over our head is not going to do anything. So I would stay up literally till 5 a.m. if I had to, because I want a resolution.
Where do you stand on yelling in a fight?
Oh, a very good question. See, that's hard because Greeks like we don't yell, but we're loud, so it comes off as yelling. So, I mean, personally, I wouldn't say it's ever acceptable, especially like the guy yelling at the girl. Like, I just think that's like really disrespectful. But I will say, like, we are all human. If obviously we're in a heat of a moment and it happens and we realize it and we apologize for it, that's totally acceptable because you're learning and growing as a person.
Yeah, and it's funny you said that, like, we're just Greek, we're just loud. I've been in discussions and people are like, stop yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm not yelling, I'm just talking.
This is my tone of voice.
Yes, okay, I liked your answer a lot.
Awesome, love that. I do have a couple of like fun scenarios that I thought of.
Yes.
If I'm just making a fool of myself, having a good time, what do you do?
Right there with you. I truly don't know if I'm a good dancer or not. Nobody's ever given me feedback one way or the other. So I like to think I'm a good dancer. And as long as you feel it, you're just out there having fun, having a good time. I think you have to be able to like laugh at yourself and just try new things.
I absolutely love that. Well, I was going to say now, fair warning, you know what to expect when we're at an event together. So.
Love that.
All right, final date with Elizabeth. I mean, she is just absolutely stunning. Such a beautiful girl. I mean, I could just like tell, you know, with our conversation that she was just going to be like amazing. And like the fact that she's just like such a beautiful woman. You know, I didn't have any clue what she would look like, but I mean, I'm obviously glad the fact that she was kind of, you know, as peppy as she was in our conversations before. So very wonderful finally meeting her.
Okay, I just got off the phone with Andreas, or actually off the Zoom. It was really nice to see him and meet him. We had a really great conversation.
I'm pretty head over heels for her. Like, she's such an amazing girl.
I am starting to notice that we're really similar, which is like fun, but I don't know what the dynamic would be like in a relationship.
I couldn't really get a good vibe if she was into me. Like, I did mention, like, obviously, like, you know, good things with her, like trying to like be like flirty and like call her babe and stuff. And she did compliment me in the beginning, which was like really nice to hear. I was hoping she would, but I don't know like where her head's at. So she was kind of hard to read.
I mean, conversation with him is just very natural and very easy, and I always enjoy myself. But yeah, it was very fun. Great to finally like see him in person, and I had a really nice time.
Overall successful date, hoping like feelings are reciprocated. But at this point, you know, I feel like it's such a toss up with her. So I'm just kind of like hoping for the best and just really hoping that at the end of the day, like me and her can pursue.
So the question is, do Greeks yell or do they just have loud voices? Leave us your thoughts in the comments below. And I think we need some of those dancing videos from Andreas and Elizabeth. They're down to laugh at themselves and I'm down to laugh at them too. Hey, we're laughing with them, not at them, remember?
Well, here goes. Hopefully it doesn't flip my face again. What if after this call I'm moving to Austin? Would be ridiculous, right? I feel like my Greek family would not be thrilled to get a phone call saying, can't meet you guys in Nashville, I'm headed to Austin. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. Hey, Carrie.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, not too bad. Good to meet you finally.
Yes. I mean, it's not in person, but
I
this will
know.
do.
It's close. Finally, it feels like in some ways we know each other so well, and then in other ways we've talked for like 29 minutes or something, or 30,
Who's
I guess, or
counting?
something.
What is something that you're insecure about?
Yeah, that's good. I feel like I often, especially in a professional setting, like second guess myself a lot. I guess it's probably like imposter syndrome, it's called. Like I worry I don't belong in the setting that I'm in sometimes. Oh, there's the
Oh,
cat.
wait. Athena is making an appearance.
Oh, hi, Athena. She's got the
There we
Greek
go.
white. She looks like she could be a Greek street cat in a good way, not like she's scruffy. She's a cute cat. Oh, nice.
No, she's like, not about this.
She's like, no, I'm not on Dating Greek. You're on Dating Greek.
Yeah, like, no, mom.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
want to
let me
do
know
that.
when it's like actually something, like something
Yeah,
serious.
exactly. Yeah. But just kind of that fear of like saying something or doing something wrong and then people being like, oh, you don't really belong. So I'd probably go with that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I hate the sound of my voice. I absolutely hate it, and I'm
No.
very insecure about it.
But everybody hates, like, I was even thinking,
Yeah.
do I really want to watch this when it comes out? Like, regardless of what the outcome is, I was like, I feel like when I watch this show, it'll be more to watch the other people that I
Same.
kind of know the guys, but not really. We just like sit in the room.
Oh, the girls were like, we're going to become best friends after this.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. We kind of said, like, I think we're all open to the idea of friends, but we haven't talked about it. We don't actually know how this is going to get cut. Like, they could, I mean, I don't think
we
they
could
will.
be the villains. We could be villains.
I was telling someone, I was like, I wonder if I'm the villain. Like, I wonder if that is they could cut it however, because I try to be honest in my things. So I was thinking like, gosh, people could see this and then like, man, they're like in trouble.
What do you think the word love means?
Ooh, first I would say, I think love is selflessness. So like putting yourself in front of someone. The second thing that I would put with love is that no matter where you are in the world or what you're doing, if you're with a person or a group or anything you love, like you will be happy, like it'll be okay. And I think that to me is like the second element that comes into love. What about you?
Really great what you said. I think for me,
Thank you.
Loving also, like, you don't want to spend a day without them. You want to have your separate lives and then also have your life together. But it was like when you like someone, you're like, I like them because of this. I like them because of that. But when you like love someone, it's like you love all their imperfections too. Like all of their imperfections don't matter. And it's like at the end of the day, no matter like what is going on, you're always going to choose that person.
Yeah, that's really good. I probably do. And this is a bad thing. Like I sometimes identify flaws or like I'm picky. I've always described myself as. I think everybody is picky to some extent. I think no matter who you end up, there's things that maybe are not hardcore deal breakers, but like something that you put on the list.
Annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah, like you'd put on the list of like, oh, in my ideal person, they don't have X. Like no one is perfect, I would say in that regard, but it's exactly what you said, that you don't like dwell on the imperfections. You like see them as great things, or I don't even know that you see them as great things. You just don't even notice that they're there at all. And so I've kind of always wondered that. And that's sort of why my mentality has always been, I feel like when I date seriously, it'll be like the person. That was probably a lot. Sorry.
No, like I love just like hearing about like your experiences. Cause it's like, even though we have talked for the past few days, like I think there's so much more I like want to know about you and everything. And so just like hearing that explains more. All right, Athena, what'd you think of James? Nope. Okay, well, even though Athena may not have approved, I approved of James.
She seems really great. It seems like we have a lot of similarities.
I thought conversation just went really well. Like it's so easy to talk to him. I feel like we've like hit the important things, but there's just like so much more I want to know.
A ton I want to get to know about Carrie. She seems really cool. She has great energy.
Again, like conversation probably could have gone on for hours if it wasn't for this stupid time limit.
We seem like kind of on the same page with going to church and all of that stuff. It seems like our family lives are kind of similar. It just seems like we have a lot in common there.
I just really enjoyed our conversation and just like talking to him more. Maybe I can hopefully talk to him again.
All in all, I think there's a lot for us to hopefully get to know about one another and see if there is maybe some sort of relationship there.
Has James L. moved to Austin yet? Are they engaged? Where is our wedding invitation? What I want to figure out is why they both think they're going to be the villain of the season. Isn't this the guy who does his cross before drinking a glass of water? Definitely villain potential.
Really not sure how we could spin a guy who speaks so beautifully about love into a villain.
He really does have a way with words.
And great taste in women.
You two seem to have a lot in common.
You flatter me.
I try not to.
Okay, let's get to the most exciting part of the evening.
Time to spill the tea on what our cast really feels about the final night.
We made it.
It was hard coming to the decision.
I really had a difficult time choosing. My brother, I had him come in here and I was like, Stefano, flip a coin.
I personally have a newfound respect for like the people on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette because making life was super difficult.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt any feelings. Like I'm a little worried.
Same here.
That's how I felt all week, dude. Like I feel like shit ranking these two.
Yeah.
Make sure you edit it well, Tech.
Right.
Make us all look good. Make it look like we were being bullied by them, not the other way around. So look good.
I think I made the right choice though. We already have a plan to FaceTime later tonight, so I'm excited.
Oh.
What was it like when you guys were waiting in the Zoom room before they came in?
Nervous.
Yeah, I was super anxious.
I had my mic against my shirt, and I'm pretty sure you can hear my heartbeat on the mic.
I'm feeling more of a friendship vibe, I think.
Right, James B didn't live up to the expectation.
I mean, he did. I don't know. I guess it's just so hard for me to know this early on. But I'm not really sure. Like after seeing each other tonight, I kind of felt like the conversation plateaued. I felt like a little less excited. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how you guys are, but that's kind of how I made my choice. Was like, do I see this going forward? I mean, I chose her for a specific reason. So
It was very deep tonight. Like you'll probably see mine, and maybe you'll cry. I don't know, but
So I do have some fun news. All 7 of you, your choice also put you guys as their choice.
Oh wow!
I was prepared for a situation like this.
It's finished!
I finally came to a decision, and I pick Lizzie.
I have friends with me. It was a group effort. You helped me answer questions.
She's very pretty. I think we just had really great conversation, and I'd like to get to know her a little bit more.
I think I made the right choice.
I think you did too.
I definitely did. There's no thinking.
He asked for my permission. She made the right choice.
Yes, you did.
Hopefully her and I can FaceTime and chat and potentially meet up someday.
We have a scheduled FaceTime. We shall see where it goes. Thanks, guys.
All right, Dating Greek final reaction video. Excited to share with you everything.
Honestly, I could not have asked for a better group of guys this week, especially James L. and Channing. They were both just absolutely wonderful to get to know. Honestly, I probably could have talked to both of them just forever.
Tonight, I went on 2 dates with Lizzie and with Carrie. Both of them were great, as I expected.
If I had to choose, I would probably choose James L.
And so when I think about both of them, where they are in their life, where they are in my life, I think the best choice for me is Carrie to hopefully continue to get to know. She seems really great. It seems like we have a lot of similarities. I think one thing in particular that sticks out to me too is we're just at very similar points in our life.
Again, I just think I meshed better with James L.
So all in all, I think there's a lot for us to hopefully get to know about one another and see if there is maybe some sort of relationship there down the line. My final choice is Carrie, and I'm excited to kind of see what the future holds.
They both seem really great. This is hard. I don't like this, but I am glad that they both got to meet my cat.
I'm excited to meet everyone and hopefully get to know everyone in the group. So I have a group of Greek friends all over the United States. So that's where I'm at. It was great. Thank you. And yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. I can't believe it's already over. This has been an incredibly wild ride.
I had such a great time. I loved talking to both Andreas and George. With Andreas, we are super similar and we have great conversations. They're very natural, very high energy. But with George, I definitely feel a stronger connection. I am just so interested in everything he has to say. I love getting to know him better and getting to kind of hear more about him and learn more about him.
I'm really happy how everything turned out. And I can say with, the utmost confidence that Elizabeth is my top choice.
Yeah, I just loved our conversation tonight. I thought it went really, really well.
I really hope the feeling's mutual. If not, I totally understand that. At least hopefully we can keep in touch.
But really, on every date I've had with everyone, including like the all-girls date, which is always so fun, I've just loved getting to know everyone, and I'm hoping that the season 3 cast will stay really tight-knit, really close, and then we can go to all the events together when everything opens up.
All right, that's the final rose.
All right, that's all she wrote.
I mean, this is really tough. I keep going back and forth. I mean, Alexis and Elizabeth are both amazing gals. They're both, in a sense, like the girl version of me, so that's why this is so hard. I see a lot of like myself in both girls.
Finale night went great. I had so much fun getting to see both George and Andreas.
I think it's really just going to come down to who do I think would have a relationship with me. It's just so neck and neck, and after my conversations tonight, I think it's clear who is going to put in the effort with me and like who really wants to like make a genuine connection.
Without a doubt, Andreas is my guy.
But in terms of who's getting the final rose, I would have to give it to Alexis.
We just have such a fun vibe when we talk to each other.
The vibes, I mean, I just get more of like she's willing to have like a relationship, and not only that, but our relationship would be like comedy gold. It would just be the best thing ever. We would just be like the next power celebrity couple.
He even brought a party popper for our date, which I really appreciated.
And Elizabeth, do really, really like her as well. But she just didn't give me as much of relationship vibes, and that's just kind of the ultimate factor. It's like, this is dating Greek. Who's gonna date Greek? And I'm getting dating Greek more from Alexis. So the final rose for you.
He is just such my vibe, and we really click, and our energy just like flows off of one another. So I think he's really great, and definitely my final choice. Hopefully we can see where things go from here.
Dating Greek is over. I'm sad. I'm happy, but I'm sad.
Great to finally get to see them and, get to know them. It was definitely hard making a choice.
I can't believe it's over. This was such a fun experience, and truly like nothing I've ever done before. I feel like I've gotten to know these boys on definitely a deeper level.
It took me longer than I thought I would make a choice. I had made my decision and stuck with it, and so.
I think based on how the conversations went, I would pick James B.
Overall, this is a great experience. I really appreciate being on Dating Greek. It was something so much fun to do. Got to meet a lot of great people.
Fingers crossed it is mutual.
Hopefully we'll all stay in touch at the end of all of this. I'm very glad I was a part of this.
And also, fingers crossed, I can form some really wonderful friendships out of this.
Okay, here is my final recap of the entire night. This is a little sad. I might cry. This is my last video I'm filming in reaction of my Dating Greek night.
Man, this was a very hard decision for me. Carrie and Maeve are both awesome girls. I could see myself with both of them.
I really had a great night. Talking for 40 minutes to some may seem like a drag, but I so enjoyed this, had such a great time.
I'd say Carrie, we may share more like in common in our day-to-day life and maybe our families, but Maeve, I feel like we connect on a deeper level, and I really seek that deepness. I have to explore it,
David was a really nice guy. We had some good convo. It was really nice. But Channing and I just continue to have really intellectual conversations, really just amazing conversations.
So I'm going to pick Maeve.
Tonight was really good, and my final choice is, can you hear my drum roll? Channing. I really, just from The first night, my first impressions were that he was such a sweet guy, so nice, like just an amazing guy. Here's to hoping that we continue to talk, continue to get to know each other, because I really, really enjoy him as a person.
After the final night of dates and getting to see both Maeve and Angela face to face, we have come to the end of my Dating Greek experience.
Just met David. I guess since like I didn't really have like an expectation of what he would look like, I wasn't like surprised or like not surprised.
If I had to pick who I had a better connection with, who I think it might actually lead to something with, it would have to be Angela, especially since we already agreed to meet in person.
He formally asked me out, so we will be meeting in person in just a few weeks here.
Conveniently enough, my parents live in the same area that she does, and I'm going back there for Christmas in a couple of weeks. We made a plan to meet up in person.
Overall, just very happy that I did this and got to meet so many people. I think it like helped me just like put myself out there more. In the end, I would say my choice is David.
Thanks for everything, and yeah, I think Angela is my choice.
Everyone's here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome. Who was drinking tonight?
Uzo shots.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of you guys. Oh my god. Who wasn't? No. Okay.
I was so late getting ready. I was laying in bed watching TV and I was like, oh my God, I have to get ready. I totally forgot.
I'm Chrisanne. I'm 25. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm in Pittsburgh, but normally I live in New York.
All right, my name is James Bennett. I'm 28 years old, live in Atlanta.
I'm Nikki. I'm 24 and I'm from Palm Beach, Florida, but I live in Boulder, Colorado.
I'm George. I'm 24 years old. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but I live in Los Angeles.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm 24 and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
My name is Andreas. I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago, and I'm 24, and we survived Dating Greek Season 3!
Woo! Oh.
I'm Alexis. I'm 25 and live in Salt Lake City, Utah.
For me, it exceeded expectations. Getting to know both like the guys on our side and our calls after, and then all of you ladies, all the conversations were great. I think we said this in our Zoom call, but like no one felt like they went on bad dates. Like we really enjoyed the experience.
After the first night, I was like super excited every day after that to do this at night. No matter what I was doing during the day, I was always looking forward to, oh yeah, you're dating Greek again tonight. I can't wait. It's like one of those don't be sad that it's over, smile because it happened sort of things.
I think that it was definitely better than dating apps. It was nice to kind of have like a pool of values to already work with, like Greek people, religious, spiritual, good intentions.
Who's excited to start watching this on Instagram and YouTube?
I'm like terrified.
I might cringe a lot.
Andreas had sent us a preview of his date, and we were just loving the party poppers. And
The reunion show will be lit. I can promise you that.
oh my gosh, since some people are seeing some people for the first time, any surprises?
Everyone. Can it be everyone? Because, yeah.
When Dating Greek Season 2 came out, my buddy told me about it, and like the next day I got asked to be on Married at First Sight. It's getting filmed here in Atlanta, but I told my buddies like, yeah, I'll go as far as I can, but I didn't make it past the second round.
I was watching that on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it too right after. I was like, this is a little weird. I'm probably not gonna do it.
It was very cringe.
Oh yeah.
I have to explain to Yaya what IGTV is before I show her the show.
Yaya doesn't even have internet, so she just has her home phone and like basic cable.
It was a pleasure meeting everybody.
So much
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Well, that's never happened before. 7 couples mutually chose one another. What a season it's been. You can say that again. This Valentine's Day season may not have ended in long-lasting love just yet, but we did create some new genuine relationships, just not in the way you all were probably expecting. Let's check in with season 3 and see what they've been up to.
Hey, this is David and Angela. We're here on our first date. We're in downtown Grapevine, the Christmas capital of Texas. It's pretty cute here, but not as cute as her. I hate myself for that. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the show.
Yeah, we've been texting and we had a couple phone calls and now we're meeting.
It worked out perfectly that I was going to be in Texas before she left to go home for the holidays, so we had to meet up in person, and it's going well so far. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Bye, guys.
Okay. It's Angela and David
Hey,
again. Tonight we were supposed to go to the drive-in theater to watch Elf.
Mm-hmm.
And then David got here and he's like, bad news. We're not going.
I fucked up. It was sold out. I didn't buy the ticket. So we're hanging out at Angela's apartment, just spending some quality time together.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 days since our last date. She just couldn't stay away.
Just kidding. We discovered our birthdays are a day apart. So
that's crazy.
That's fun. We're both Tauruses.
Yeah. So we might butt heads, but
yeah.
See how it goes.
But yeah, that's our update.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hello, Dating Greek finale.
Elizabeth and Alexis coming to you with our final update.
Alexis and I became like good friends, not just friends who were on the show together. And I guess we're here to share our meeting story. In our girls group chat, we all like talk all the time and it's absolutely such a fun time and we love it. But we were sharing our enneagrams and Alexis and I had the same one, which was hilarious. And then we also noticed like other similarities with our dates and the final people we ended up with. And so I reached out and was like, I hope this isn't weird, but can we please FaceTime? And she was like super receptive. So we did.
And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody wants to be my friend. I'm so excited. And we set up a FaceTime date and we FaceTimed for like a good 2, if not more hours. And we're just like, oh my gosh, how have we not been friends our whole entire lives?
Yeah, everything like one of us says, we're like, oh yeah, same with me too. We're so similar. It's been so fun like getting to know her and becoming friends with her. And I'm actually going out to visit her in April. So that'll be super exciting and a ton of fun.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to come to Salt Lake in April. I already have like a full itinerary of fun things for us to do. And I'm so glad that we're going to hang and be friends for life. Honestly, like the best outcome from the show is finding a whole new group of girlfriends and friends for life.
Yes, it was definitely all about the friends this season, even with the guys too. Can't forget them. We loved meeting everyone and being friends with everyone. But yeah, super excited to connect in real life, even though it feels like I've known you for so long already. Like we've already met, but that will be very exciting.
Yay, so glad that being a 2-wing 3 brought us together in the Dating Greek fam.
Yes, and thank you to George and Andreas because they were both our top 2. And I think from like talking about it in the girls' Zooms, that's when we realized like, okay, we are super similar.
Oh, twins for life.
What's up?
What's up, Dating Greek? How y'all doing? It's James B.
And Andreas T.
Hope everyone's doing good. We thought I'd do a little video on how we met and how Andreas and I just became friends through the show. Even after the show, Andreas had a really good story on how we really started.
Yeah, honestly, it was really funny. Like a week after the show ended, girls just created a girls group chat right away. The boys just like didn't really connect after that. And then thanks to Nikki, she like called James B a lumberjack at one point during their dates. And when I was shopping at Target or Walgreens, I saw the Brawny like paper towels and I was like, oh shit, James B has his own sponsorship line of paper towels. So I Snapchatted him. And then ever since that, we just became the best of bros. So it was honestly like a great thing for us because it's good to obviously not only be part of the show for the dating aspect, but meeting some real genuine friendships after that.
Yeah, for real. And that was great. Like I saw that and I just, of course, I got a big old laugh because hearing this whole lumberjack thing has just been, I never would have thought of this, or even like no one else has ever said this other than people on the show. So it's been pretty funny to hear that. And then like another time I know Andreas was like playing video games and I was playing at the same time. We both Snapchat each other that. And I was like, hey, let's play right now. And then we just kept doing that and just been Snapchatting, FaceTime, and texting each other. Just having a good old time with that. So it's been really great meeting him through the show. And I do appreciate Elizabeth and Kagi for just, all these friendships that you never would have thought of just spawned out of a dating show. I mean, you never really think, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet some guys on a dating show. I'm trying to meet girls, but it's been a great experience, and I'm definitely great to have Andreas as a friend, and definitely would like to meet him one day. Like we haven't planned anything. I've been to Chicago, and you haven't been to Atlanta.
No, so I think I might have to visit.
Yeah, I may have to visit too. I mean, I know Chicago's great. Atlanta, I like Atlanta, but
I think the best part of it for me is like when I went on the show, I was just focusing on like making connections with the girls. I didn't even like plan to like get friends with the dudes. Like, of course, I would have loved it, but that wasn't on my radar. So the fact that this happened so naturally, and honestly, me and you are like the iconic main characters for the guys of Dating Greek. So I mean,
yeah,
perfect that it worked out this way.
And
we had a pretty good snap streak going until your ass fucking killed it.
we're not gonna talk about that right now. People are busy, life hits you.
Life hit James B. Apparently, everybody. He recently purchased a bow and arrow. Catch him be the next Katniss on the Hunger Games 4: Return of James B.
I actually haven't watched those movies. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh God, that's gonna be the first thing we do in Atlanta: get beers and watch the Hunger Games.
Beers and Hunger Games, awesome. We got that unlocked. We can completely do that, and we got to figure out what we can do up in Chicago.
Deep dish pizza.
Deep dish pizza. Oh. All the pizza. All right, thank y'all so much.
See you guys.
Hello, Dating Greek. It's James from season 3 in California with
Dimitri from season 2.
All right, see you guys later.
See ya.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth from season 3.
Hi, I'm Prasanthi from season 2.
And we just got back from dinner. So I reached out to Prasanthi after seeing her on the second season and noticed we were in the same city. So I just DM'd her asking if she wanted to hang out, and I'm so glad she said yes.
I love that Dating Greek has brought me together with so many different people from different backgrounds from the country, but still we have that same like Greek connection. And we were able to use Dating Greek as an icebreaker and a way to make a new friendship.
Yes, so thank you, Dating Greek, for all of the friends and all of the great connections.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Hello, Dating Greek community. I am out in Salt Lake City, and so I have some exciting news. Look who I found on the street.
Hello. Great news. James and I met in person, both in Salt Lake, grabbing drinks. So fun meeting someone from Dating Greek, having a great time.
Yeah, Greeks are all over the world, and now we're coming together.
Perfect.
See ya.
What's up, Dating Greek? Nick Cheska here with
and James B.
It's my last night in Atlanta, so we thought we'd check in with our good friend James B. A shining star.
We're excited to see where season 3 takes him, and hopefully next time Franny's down here in the dirty South.
I'm hoping for a new gal pal, so yeah, if you want to hang out with me,
So
choose James.
Fingers crossed for James.
Yeah.
Shall we summarize? Alexis met James L. in Salt Lake City, and James L. met Dimitri from season 2. Elizabeth also met a season 2 fan favorite in Boston, Prasanthi. The Dating Greek fam just keeps getting bigger and better. David and Angelo really made their Texas date happen, but it seems to be following this season's trend, making Greek friends from across the country. What more could you want? Thank you all so much for watching and following along with our couples from season 3. Who knows where these new relationships could go? If you are interested in finding love, apply to season 4, link in bio. Comment below whose reveal surprised you and follow us for more great content. Thanks, guys.